Hello guys, Mr. Camzilla here with another how to build, and today I have Heavy Magician. So once again, using the same Eggrobo base, I just added some detailing around and the hat and the bow tie and everything, and I'm going to show you how to add all those details and just go into detail, I guess, of those details. So yeah, starting off with the head, I didn't change too much on the main part of the head. I've just kept the basic gray using like light gray pieces. And on Heavy Magician, it's actually referred to as a she, so I don't know. Has these little like spiky things. They're supposed to be more down, like not kind of like this-ish, but I couldn't do that, so I ended up doing it like this, which I still think looks nice. Just looking at it from the side, it's a little detail that I tried to put in there. And yeah, the hat is just like a 4x4 round, and then I've used these pieces here like that, so you're gonna want to put I think that's 8 of those on there, and it's kind of like a flower pattern, and I thought that fit with the fact that Heavy Magician is actually a girl, and it was an interesting thing. This big round 4x4 piece should actually be red. Now I don't have a red one, which is why I used yellow instead. But in the actual design, it has like a red like rim on the hat. So yeah, if you have a red 4x4 round thing or whatever, definitely use one of those. For the top of the hat, I used one of these 2x2 reds. If I can take that off, apparently not. That's gonna be hard enough. And then I got one of these 2x2 round bricks, and then I just stuck it there. And then again with these little pizza slice pieces, watermelon slice, and I just have 4 of those. And if you have a 2x2 flat round yellow tile, definitely use those. I don't have one. The only one I have it has a pizza on it, and I'd rather not have a pizza on a top hat, so I used the little pizza slice pieces, and I think it looks pretty good. It works well, gets that nice rounding and everything, and yeah, that's that for the head. And I'll show you how I put the body together so you can build one for yourself. There we go. So if you didn't notice, I actually have a little weird stand or whatever for Heavy Magician, so that you can get that nice pose and whatever, and I had to angle these feet into a position that isn't entirely legal. See, they pop back pretty easily, but you can just bend them because they're attached, and I'll show you how I did that in a sec. But what we're looking at is the main body. And so starting with the arms, I have put 1 extra stud on top there, and then the hands are basically the same, but instead I put a yellow 1x1 tile there just as the sleeves, because I mean Heavy Magician has sleeves, I guess, robot sleeves. It's kind of weird thinking about that. And just looking here, so we'll look at every individual panel. Starting with the front, it's basically just a 1x2 hinge as usual, 1x2 black, stick it there, and then this is a 1x3, and I've put a 1x1 tile here, and then these 1x1 little rounded ends as the little bow tie, and I think that works nicely on the front. So stick it on the front. These side guys, use again a hinge with a 1x2 yellow tile, and then a 1x2 jumper plate there on the bottom, and then using that star badge piece, which I also used for Heavy Gunner. And because on the jacket of Heavy Magician, she's got these weird like little buttons or bumpers. They're blue and they've got a star in the middle, and there's a bunch of different things you could do. You could just use blue studs. I was considering using the blue studs from the Avenjet with the little star in them, the little Captain America thing. Those would work nicely too. I just couldn't find another one because I could only find one. So I used these instead, and I think they look pretty good. So whatever you want to use, definitely go ahead with that. So for the sides, basically it's just a hinge with a 1x1 tile there, or plate, sorry, and then a 1x2 tile just like that. Stuck on there. And then at the very back, we'll go from the very back, it is kind of the same, but this is just a 1x1 tile this time, flat tile, with a 1x2 flat tile, so there's nothing, no studs showing at the back. And these two are the exact same, just using a 1x1 plate there, 1x2 tile there, and the 1x2 tile just sticking on the bottom like that to get those little coat parts hanging down. And technically these should be longer than these ones, so I would definitely recommend maybe using a 1x3 yellow if they make those, or anything substitute wise to make it a bit longer, because in the design the back, like the back of the coat is longer than the front. So yeah, so for the legs here, I just did basically the exact same thing I've done before with all the legs, just using that 1x2 slope piece with the 1x1 plate there, same here. And to get that pose I did, essentially what you're going to want to do is put them on here like that. You can bend them down a little to get that little pointed down, the little cheeky, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, looks weird. And then what I did for the plate is I used one of these big satellite dish pieces, grabbed one of these clear like satellite pole pieces, I guess you could put it in there. It's like beep boop beep beep, whatever. Stick it there, and then you just want to stick it in the butt there on the bottom, and then you can kind of see there. What you're gonna want to do is just kind of push it so that it kind of unlatches ish, and at the same time it's still connected. So then you get that interesting positioning, and it just looks really nice when you've got it all done. And I'll show you again. I'll put the arms on in a minute here. The arms you're probably going to want to put on before the head, just because you're going to want to hold in here, otherwise those 1x2 plates there will actually pop off a lot. I've had some difficulty with those. Just putting the arms back on with the head, and you should be struggle free with those. And then the head simply just goes back on like that. And again, I will put a link to my Eggrobo tutorial in the description, because that is very key and important to building pretty much the main structure for this. And hopefully I've gone in depth enough just showing off the pieces that I've put together and stuff like that. And I know it's not a typical tutorial, but I don't think it yields needs a typical tutorial, because it is just based off Eggrobo using some different designs. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I will be doing all of the hard-boiled heavies, so you can expect Heavy Rider next, and then Heavy King as my finale to this Eggrobo type series. So yeah, those will be coming soon after this video. And yeah, well, for those of you who are new here, I hope you enjoyed this video, and actually everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video and all of my other videos. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and please leave a like. For all of you, if you have any suggestions or feedback on today's build, please comment down below, and I would love to hear what you have to say or any ideas that you have for future builds. And I will take everything into consideration, and mind you, I might not do them right away, but I do have them all written down and I have them saved, and I will definitely be working through some of them. And so yeah, just keep in mind that I will be doing my own thing as well. So yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.